Yeah, evening, Brian.
Evening, Brian.
Oh, fucking A, boys. Not much time for pleasantries. We got a lot to cover.
Oh, but I have such good stories.
Yeah, well, tell your one story.
So, my sister's up for the weekend, and she, when she's up, she usually walks to the batter's box. And she calls me at 2 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, what the hell's going on in your block? I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, there's police and fire trucks everywhere. I said, I didn't hear any sirens or nothing. So I go downstairs. I open up the front door. They got the fire engine in the middle of the block facing west. They got a ladder truck with the ladder up facing houses. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Cops are everywhere. They had the rescue truck in the back of the alley, blocking the alleyway off. Next morning, I wake up to find that Channel 1 Methed Up News was there, and apparently my neighbor decided to go off the deep end and start...
Allegedly off the deep end.
Allegedly. Running across houses.
Allegedly.
And I ran to my dad's.
Wait, hang on. I have a hard time believing you ran anywhere.
No, I didn't run. I ran down to my... Well, stop it. I drove down to my dad's.
Better.
To help clean up after the party, and I came back and there was a note in my mailbox from the police department to check my roof for damage with his phone number.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You gotta love fucking Skook adjacent.
That whole town.
Speaking of fucking Skook adjacent, before we go on, there's two sad things I want to touch on.
Oh.
Anybody from our area pretty much would know who Rob Heckman is.
You finish.
Rob, I didn't follow his weather channel on Facebook, but I saw something posted on Facebook to another from another weather page. I'm gonna call him out. DeWeather.
Yes.
You're a fucking scumbag. He deleted the post and put like a half-assed apology up.
Fuck him.
He's a fucking scumbag. Basically saying apparently Rob Heckman has died.
Yeah.
Anyone who is a fan of Carbon County weather and news can come over and follow our channel. And then a picture of Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons saying, see ya.
Oh, man.
You're a fucking dirtbag.
The other story is I'm on the phone with Bella last night, and I get off the phone with her, and my sister sends me a text from Channel 1 Methed Up News.
Yeah, about Rob.
They're checking for an unresponsive person in the 300 block of East Hazard.
Yeah.
Just so happens to be where I live.
Oh, shit.
He lives a few doors down from me.
Yeah, I figured you knew Rob.
Yeah. So I call my dad. I'm on the phone with my dad, and my Aunt Shelley calls me. So I just hung up with her, and I'm still talking with my dad. Then I got on the phone with my sister, and my Aunt Shelley's calling me again. I swiped it again. Then she called again, and I said, Jen, this is the third time she's calling me. I got to answer this. I answered the phone. It's not me. I'm not dead. Oh, my God. Thank God. I was so worried. I thought the EMTs were hanging up the phone. She even called my cousin.
Yeah.
And then I'm on the phone with my aunt. And Carm calls me. I said, Shelly, I better answer this so I can tell her I'm not dead, too.
Yeah. I saw, because I saw Channel 1 Methed Up News had unresponsive person, possible class 5, which is, the code for a deceased individual. But, yeah, going back to the guy from the Weather Center, fuck you. I wasn't a big fan of Rob Heckman, but fuck you. That's all.
Apparently he was a DJ, too.
Rob. Yeah, he did some DJ work. But, have a little fucking class.
Anytime I hear somebody deletes a post,
it's bad.
Yeah.
They done fucked up.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest here. I've put some fucked up, repulsive, repugnant shit on Facebook, but I have never felt like I had to fucking delete a post.
That was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, it was. And in other sad news, I want to touch on this before we dive into the good stuff. We lost an icon yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Hossein Khosrow Ali Vaziri, better known to most as the Iron Sheik, passed away yesterday. If you grew up in the Northeast, like all of us did, and as a wrestling fan, like at least Bill and I did, and our friend Andy, because Andy and I touched on it a little bit on Facebook, or even if you grew up in the Midwest and were a fan of the AWA, if you grew up in the 80s as a pro wrestling fan, you knew who the Iron Sheik was.
Yes.
And we lost Sheiky Baby yesterday. One of my Funko Pop collections, I have the Chase version of the Sheik, of Iron Sheik. We lost the Sheik yesterday, 81 years old. And go ahead.
It cannot be understated or overstated. You'll figure. The Iron Sheik, I believe it beat Bob Backlund for the title.
Yes.
And it was on his shoulders to put Hogan over.
Yes. And
that was a big thing at the time.
Let me go in a little bit on that. And a little bit of background on Khosrow Vaziri. Khosrow Vaziri was an Olympic wrestler for Iran. He's legitimately from Tehran, Iran. He was an Olympian for the Iranian Olympic team. He was also, this is how bad a dude this guy legit was. He was a bodyguard for the Shah of Iran.
Oh my.
Yes. And then when the Ayatollah took over, Khosrow fled to the United States.
Left.
And he ended up in Minnesota. Okay? Where he was trained to be a professional wrestler by a guy. He also helped coach the United States Olympic team while he was training, by the way. He was trained to be a pro wrestler by a guy named Vern Gagne.
Okay.
Okay? Owner of the AWA, an Olympian in his own right, and a legit bad motherfucker. So he broke Khosrow into the business. And, from there, he was Hossein the Great, Hossein Arab, and then he became the Iron Sheik, which was his most enduring persona. And, Sheiky Baby, he like Bill said, he was the guy that took the belt off of Bob Backlund. And the rumor is, and Sheik has substantiated it, and a few other people have substantiated it, that Sheik was offered $100,000 by Vern Gagne in 1984 to break Hulk Hogan's leg.
Oh, my Lord.
And bring the WWF belt back to Minnesota to the AWA.
Oh,
but
boy.
The Sheik did business the right way.
Is that when... because his move was the camel clutch, and nobody ever got out of it except for Hogan.
Hogan was the first one to get out of the camel clutch.
I thought, yeah.
Yep. And the Sheik, I put you in the camel clutch, I'll break your back and make you humble.
Yep. And again, and then him and Nikolai Volkov became a tag team.
Yes.
And they won the tag titles. So I mean, there was much respect for him.
Yes.
In the business.
Yeah. Everybody, Sheik had his demons. He everybody knows the story of him, and he was working a program with Hacksaw Duggan. Okay. And they got pulled over on the New Jersey Turnpike together. Kayfabe was still a thing.
Yes.
They both got fired. Duggan got brought back quicker than Sheiky Baby did. But rest easy, Sheik. You were to quote the Sheiky Baby one more time. Always respect the legend. Hulk Hogan, fuck you, jabroni.
Yeah, Twitter just became a little bit more of a trash pile without him around.
Yes. Without the Sheik's Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if you've not checked it out, definitely go and check out the Iron Sheik's Twitter stuff. It's fucking great. But yeah, rest easy, Sheik.
One fear is what she got for.